Hey everyone, it is me, Stargirl the Practical Witch, and welcome back to my channel. And for those of you who are new, I am Stargirl and I'm a psychic medium here on YouTube, and I use my gifts to help guide those who feel a little bit lost. And in today's reading, we are going to be going over the astrological transits of August and what it is going to bring for you based on your zodiac sign. Now, before you go ahead and skip ahead to the timestamps I provide in the pinned comment, there is an overall horoscope that will impact each and every one of you. And if your personal horoscope seems like there's a little bit of holes in it, that is because this overall horoscope is going to impact every zodiac sign in the month of August, and it will impact you, so be sure to listen. Also, just a quick note, I am doing tropical astrology, so be sure to check your tropical, rising, and moon sign, because those are going to be the most accurate horoscope. Your rising sign is the sign in the first house of your birth chart, and your moon sign is the sign your moon is in, and I am doing it for tropical astrology. And for those of you who follow my channel, when I did sidereal astrology, the most accurate horoscope is going to be if you convert your rising and moon sign to your tropical rising and moon sign and click the timestamp next to that horoscope to fast forward right to your reading. Now let's go ahead and go over the general horoscope for the month of August. So until about August 7th, a lot of you might be feeling lethargic, you might be feeling clumsy, you might be having a hard time focusing, you might want to eat a lot, sleep a lot, and you're just not feeling that motivated. That is okay. This is because in the beginning part of August, the sun is going to be aspected by Saturn. And when the sun is aspected by Saturn, a lot of the times this can make us really tired. We're having a hard time finding that homework balance. We might feel really drained by some responsibility, but at the same time, we may really want to focus on just relaxing and resting because we aren't feeling that great, or we're feeling a little sluggish. So in the beginning of August, give yourself permission to rest. Until about August 7th, you might not be very focused. You might not feel very motivated or very inspired. You might have a hard time staying dedicated to tasks. That is okay. This is why I love astrology, because astrology shows us the cycles of the energies, and like the tide, sometimes it's time to go after our goals and go as fast as we can, but other times it's time for us to pull back. This is why I find it crazy that people who are into fitness wonder why they can be really into fitness for only a month or two, and then their body asks them to take it easy and take a little bit of a break. This is completely normal. Astrology works in cycles. Our body works in cycles. Everything works in cycles. Sometimes we're going to have the energy and drive, and that's fantastic, and we should use that. And other times we should not feel guilty about taking it easy and prioritizing self-care. Yes, your boss might get a little upset, or you might feel a little guilty about relaxing, but I'm here to reassure you, you should not feel guilty about relaxing. You deserve it. You have earned it. So the beginning of August until August 7th, do not feel bad if you're not feeling as energized or as productive. This is a sign from the universe. It is okay to focus on your personal, emotional, and mental health until August 7th. Now, August 7th through August 15th, this is when the blessings are really going to start pouring in for you. And why is that? Mercury and the sun are going to be transitioning a section in astrology known as gifts from your ancestors, the gifts that you get from your ancestors. So from August 7th to August 15th, there will be an increase in energy where you will really have the drive to get what you need to done. You're going to feel motivated, inspired, and confident. You're going to get your mojo back, okay? And then around this time, you are also going to have brilliant ideas, get some really good news that you have been wanting to hear. So August 7th to August 15th is going to bring a lot of blessings blessings for you. And this is really going to be the time for you to sprint towards your goals. But the beginning of August, like I said, until August 7th, it is more about taking it easy and focusing on self-care, even though you might feel some pressure from your responsibilities. Now, starting August 9th, and believe me guys, I'm already starting to feel it, but starting August 9th, Venus, the planet of love and beauty, is going to be in a section of astrology where it is considered debilitated, which means that Venus is not going to be doing so well in August. So in August, you guys might be feeling a little insecure about your looks. You might be like, oh my gosh, I don't like the way I look, and be picking apart your appearance. If this is you, please just know that this is the transit trying to motivate you to look your best and to find clothes and a hairstyle that really expresses who you are on the inside. And it is not to make you feel ugly or make you feel less than. Just use this transit to maybe revamp your look to feel more confident, but do not be hard on yourself, please. Just know that sometimes the planets will become debilitated and cause us a little anxiety because we are meant to focus on really changing our appearance in a way that really expresses who we are, because maybe it's been a while since you changed your hairstyle. Maybe it's been a while since you really took time to have a skincare routine or find clothes that make you feel amazing. So remember, if you're feeling hard on your appearance in August, it is simply because the energies are pushing you towards trying to get you to look your best every day and find a look that expresses who you are on the inside, so you can feel confident and attract the people in your life that you want and attract opportunities that you want. And it's not about the standard of beauty. It is simply about feeling confident and feeling like you are physically expressing what is on the inside. Now let's go ahead and move on to the time-stamped predictions. And once again, guys, the timestamps are in the pinned comment. Click the timestamp next to your rising sign horoscope and your moon sign horoscope for the most accurate predictions. I'll see you there. So Aries and tropical astrology, rising and moon sign, what is August going to bring you? So the first thing that we want to look at is numerology of August. And the numerology of August has a heavy Saturn influence because August is the 8th month and 8 relates to Saturn. So Saturn is going to play a huge role in your August, as well as the North Node, because when we add together the number 8, which is August, and the 5 year of 2021, and we reduce it in numerology, it equals 4. So the North Node and Saturn in your horoscope is going to play a huge role. And also we have some positive planets transitioning this section of astrology known as gifts from your ancestors. So the North Node, Aries, is in your 3rd house, which means in August there's going to be an emphasis on short trips and traveling. You guys might decide to take a trip. It could be a last minute trip, and also you're going to be feeling more confident than ever to start networking. Yes, you are. You are going to have the confidence and courage to go network with other people, to really put yourself out there. Also, this is going to be a time that your communication is going to be very vibrant. You might also take up some sort of craft or some sort of hobby and really start working on that craft and that hobby. Now, Saturn is going retrograde in your 11th house of friendships, which means that in the month of August, there is going to be some old friends from your past coming back in August. I guarantee it. There's going to be old friends coming back. There's going to be old friendships coming back, or this might be a time when you decide to remove some friendships from your life. So friendships are going to be emphasized in August. Now, the gifts that you are going to be getting are happening in your 6th house, and your 6th house is your health, your routine, your habits. You are going to be one healthy bitch in August. So if you have been struggling with health issues, your health is going to drastically improve. You are going to be on top of your schedule. You're going to be getting things done, being super productive, keeping your schedule, getting super healthy, getting super fit, and also just having a lot of energy to get work done. And you are going to be shining when it comes to completing everything on your to-do list, feeling motivated, as well as better health, improved health. This is the gift that you are getting. Also, if you guys have pets, this is going to be an amazing time where you really bond with a certain animal or a certain pet. But remember, like I said in the beginning of the video, in the general horoscope, that the gifts and the blessings and the motivation probably won't start coming until August 7th through August 15th. The first week of August, you might be feeling a little bit lazy, under the weather, or you might have, family responsibilities or just not be feeling it yet. These blessings won't start kicking in until probably around August 7th. I hope this was helpful. Thank you so much for watching. I'm going to move on to the next sign. Okay, so let's move on to Taurus. Rising and moon in tropical astrology. What is August going to bring you? Well, August is a very heavy Saturn month because August is the 8th month, which correlates to Saturn. All right, Taurus, so let's see what August is going to have in store for you based on astrology for rising and moon signs. So what I can see is that in August has a very Saturn influence because it is the 8th month and 8 relates to Saturn, and the overall numerology relates to the North Node. So a lot of what's happening in August depends on, where Saturn is in your chart as well as the North Node. And for you, Taurus, Saturn is going retrograde in your 10th house, which means this is going to be a time you might be having issues with bosses, authority figures, or your job. And also you might be rethinking your boss. You might be rethinking your career, rethinking your life purpose, rethinking your direction in life. Because I actually had tarot help me out to see what was going on, and we did get the card of resilience, which shows a woman working really hard and feeling very overburdened. So a lot of you might feel extremely overburdened at work. You might be feeling you're working really, really hard, but you're not getting the credit, you're not getting the reward, or you're not getting the satisfaction, because followed up is the 9 of Swords. Now, if this isn't already happening, don't worry. This does not mean your August is going to be bad. This just shows me a lot of you are struggling right now because you're working really hard on something in life. You feel worn down and you're feeling extremely discouraged. So we're going to see, the upside that blessing has for you. I honestly feel like the reason why you guys are going through this is a lot of you are going through dark night of the soul, as I can see with the Void card. And it makes sense with the astrology because the sun is in opposition to Saturn in the beginning of August. And this might make you feel like you're feeling very discouraged, burnt out, overworked, and you're feeling like it's hard for you to have hope. But the blessing of this is that in August, the sun and Mercury is going through a section of Leo known as gifts from your ancestors, and this will be happening in your 5th house of creativity. So essentially, and for those of you who are into astrology and you're like, what is she talking about? I convert sidereal into tropical. So for tropical Taurus rising and moon, this means that a lot of you might be going through dark night of the soul, or you might be feeling unsatisfied at work, or you might be going through something difficult because you are being called to a new life purpose, a different life purpose, or a different path, as I see with the Judgment card. And I feel like August for you is really about taking it easy and listening for the next steps the universe has for you, because a lot of this is about feeling creative and inspired again. You guys haven't felt creative and inspired for a very, very long time, and there's finally going to be in August a spark of creativity or a spark of inspiration that might might actually be what's pulling your soul towards a new and better direction. So pay attention to what's inspiring you. Pay attention to where you're feeling creative and what you're having fun doing, because that call, that passion, that creativity is the direction you're being called towards. And I know a lot of people always say, follow your passion and you'll be successful. And that's super annoying because not all of us are going to feel passionate all the time. What if I told you the reason why you haven't felt passionate in the past was because it wasn't time for you to find your passion? But in August, it's finally going to happen. There's going to be that spark of passion to do something, to try something new. There's finally going to be a passion entering your life that will lead you or redirect you to a new direction in your career. So pay attention to where you're feeling inspired. And whatever you're going through, Taurus, you will get through it in August. And the high point of this is going to be finally a passion. Be sure in the beginning of August, I would say until about August 15th, take it easy. If you're feeling tired, do not overwork yourself. Don't feel guilty for taking it easy. Like I explained in the beginning of the video, until August 15th, you might feel a little burnt out, tired, and frustrated. That is okay. This is the universe giving you permission to take it easy and rest. You do not have to find this, or you don't have to overwork yourself. The call will be there and you will know, and it will likely happen in the middle of August. So that is your prediction. And once again, guys, if this does not have to be so dramatic, if you guys are just feeling burnt out, just give yourself permission to rest until mid-August. And then around mid-August, that passion is going to come out, leading you to a new direction in your career where you're going to reawaken the excitement. Welcome, Gemini, in tropical astrology, rising and moon. What is August going to bring you? Well, August is going to have a very Saturn influence as well as a very North Node influence. So Saturn as well as the North Node is going to play a major role in August due to the numerology, because remember, astrology and numerology go hand in hand. So for you, Saturn is going retrograde in your 9th house of your father as well as your belief system. So in August, you are going to really be rethinking, what do I believe in? What religion do I subscribe to? What is it that I truly believe in at the end of the day? You know, you might be someone who's a witch, but now you want to dabble in Christianity, or you might be someone who's a Christian and now you want to dabble in witchcraft. You know, so there's going to be some sort of reinvention in what you believe in, and you're really going to be thinking, what do I believe in? Where do we go when we die? What is it that I truly subscribe to when it comes to my belief systems? And also, because the North Node is in your 1st house in August, you're going to have so many love offers, so many people who want to date you, so many people who want to court you, so many people who want to offer you a relationship or who have feelings for you. You're going to have so many love offers, you're not even going to know what to do with it. And for a lot of you Geminis who are like, what are you talking about? Nobody likes me. I have no love offers. I will say that even if they're not expressing it, because people are normally kind of shy, they have their own insecurities, you have a lot of admirers, you have a lot of people who want what you got, you have a lot of people who are watching you and are interested in you, and for some of you it's even your boss or some sort of authority figure. So Gemini, rising in moon, in August you will have a lot of love offers, and you know, you're gonna have so many love offers. A lot of them you might be like, I don't want you, you want me, but I don't want you, because that's how many people will be interested in you, that's how many people are going to be pursuing you. So in August, expect a lot of love offers, a lot of people who admire you romantically, and also it being so much that some of them you're not going to be interested in. And also rethinking your belief system. The 9th house is also about your education and also your teacher, so, and also your father. So there's going to be some sort of reinvention with your teachers, your education, your belief system, your relationship with your father, since Saturn is going retrograde in your 9th ninth house. Let's get on to the next one. Hi, Cancer, rising and moon in tropical astrology. What is August going to bring you? Well, first of all, like I was telling the other signs, August is going to have a very heavy Saturn influence, which means that Saturn in your birth chart, where it is transiting, is going to play a huge role. And the numerology is also going to be the North Node. So the North Node, where it is transiting, is going to play a huge month in your August. And for you, Cancer, the North Node is in your 12th house, which means that over the course of August, you are about to have some crazy, wild dreams. Pay attention to your dreams, pay attention to the symbolism in your dreams, because they are going to reveal to you a lot about what is happening in that subconscious, and it can also reveal to you who is thinking about you. So really pay attention to who you're dreaming about and how they're acting towards you, because it could reveal other people's true intentions. And I know some of you are going to think that's super woo-woo of me to say. However, we are all psychically connected. We are all connected to each other. And for you, with the North Node being in your 12th house and August being a North Node numerology, you are going to have crazy dreams that will reveal to you who is thinking about you and what they're thinking. Or for some of you, they could just be crazy symbolic dreams. So be sure to take out that dream interpretation Bible to see what it means. Now, Saturn is going to be going retrograde in your 8th house, which means that in August, there's going to be a lot of big transformations that start to take place for you, because the 8th house is the house of transformations. Now, for the past few years, transformation in your life has been very slow, or you have learned a lot of difficult lessons when it comes to making major life changes. Maybe you have realized jumping into big change isn't always the best move, or maybe you've realized that if you don't start making little changes, nothing is going to change in your life. But since Saturn's going retrograde in your 8th house in August, there's going to be a lot of huge transformations that start happening in your life. So if life has felt stagnant and boring, not so much in August anymore. You're finally going to see those transformations. Now, the blessings that are coming for you, Cancer, is that the Sun and Mars are all going to be in your 3rd house. And your 3rd house is the house of courage, which means your bravery. So over the course of August, you're going to have a lot of bravery to go do things that before you were too scared to do. You're going to have this feeling of bravery and courage, and you're being gifted this gift of bravery and courage with all of the planets passing through your 3rd house, because this is the time for you to be productive and make moves. You are going to get everything on your to-do list done. You will be super productive, super motivated, and also super courageous, where before maybe fear was stopping you. Not anymore. You will fear nothing in August, and you will get what needs to get done and with vigor. And also, because the planets are in your 3rd house, you know how sometimes things can be difficult and you're like, oh, I'm really tired, or completing this task is difficult. You're not going to feel that in August. You will complete tasks with ease. I will say, up until August 7th, you might be feeling extra tired. You might have trouble focusing, or you might be getting into fights with a lot of the people around you, maybe some ego battles with your family or your friends up until August 7th. Up until August 7th, the universe is giving you permission to take it easy, relax, and rest. This is why you might feel a little under the weather. This is why you might be feeling a little agitated or be having issues focusing. It's because you are being called for the first week of August to take it easy. And after August 7th, you're going to notice things are getting a lot easier and you're having a lot of focus and you're able to really think clearly. So don't feel guilty if until August 7th you really want to take it easy and kind of prioritize self-care. That is what the energies are supporting at this time. After August 7th up until August 15th, you should be getting some really good news or some big blessings coming into your life in the form of communication or hearing from someone you want to hear from. Also in August, you are going to have an opportunity to help someone in need or do an act of charity, and it is going to be amazing karma for you and it's going to feel great if you do that. So be sure to take that opportunity that comes to you for you to be in service to someone in need, because you were chosen to be a guardian angel and help this person in need. So when this opportunity comes up, be sure to take it and extend your healing and goodwill towards others, because you guys are going to attract amazing karma. And like I said, after our August 7th, the energy levels will be there, as well as mental clarity, courage, and blessings. So let's move on to the next sign. Okay, so Leo, moon, and rising in tropical astrology, what can you expect in August? Well, up until August 9th, you should be getting showered in a lot of gifts, a lot of compliments. People are going to be handing you presents left and right. People are going to be giving you money. People are going to be showering you in affection, specifically your friendship groups. You might notice a lot of people, a lot of your friends are starting to feel like family to you up until August 9th. So if you guys have friends, they're almost like your family. You feel valued by your friends and your friends are really making you feel valued. Now, August is going to have a very heavy Saturn influence, okay, because August is the 8th month, and it's also going to have a heavy North Node influence. So the North Node is in your 11th house, which means that a lot of you in August are probably going to be networking with a lot of people. You're probably going to be making a lot of friends, and these friends might actually help you with a creative skill or some sort of creative interest that you have. So you might notice that you're networking a lot with people, and these people are helping you develop your wisdom or your knowledge or develop some sort of interest in some sort of creative hobby or skill. Now, Saturn is going retrograde in your 7th house, which means that in August you might be rethinking your partnership. If you are in a relationship, you might be rethinking the relationships in your life. And also, because Saturn is going retrograde in your 7th house and August is a very Saturn month, you might also have a lot of exes from the past come back and creep their way back into your life. Mark my words. So there's going to be a reinvention in your partnerships. This could be your business partnerships, old people you used to work with, or it could be romantic relationships, old people you used to date, or just rethinking the terms of your relationship a little bit. That's likely what you can expect in August. And also there's going to be a heavy influence. What I'm seeing, this is my intuition about the stars that I want to give to you. Also, I use tarot to help me with my interpretations because tarot holds the energetic vibration of the stars in the sky of astrology. I really feel that some of you are going to be learning or developing some sort of creative interest, and I do feel like it's something that you're a novice at or something that you're just beginning, but you will be developing some sort of creative skill and getting better at it in the month of August. So good job, guys. Keep going at it because I really think you're on to something. That's all I have for you. Let's move on to the next. Hi Virgo, rising and moon in tropical astrology. What is August going to bring you? Well, Virgo, August is going to be your month, and the reason being is that Mars and Venus and the Sun are all going to be transitioning your first house of your physical appearance and health, which means you are going to be feeling yourself. You're going to be looking extra good. You're going to be having good hair days, days where your makeup just falls in place really nicely. You're gonna stop to look in the mirror and go, wow, I actually look really good. This is going to be the prime of your year where you are just looking and feeling fantastic, and you are attracting a lot of attention and admiration from other people. Yes, all of August, that is what this is about. You are going to be getting so much attention that for those of you who are in a relationship, you might actually make your partner feel a little insecure or a little jealous because you're going to be attracting so much outside attention. And this is really going to be the time where you are getting a lot of love offers, a lot of people complimenting you, giving you gifts, and a lot of people just being in awe of your presence and the way that you look. So you are going to go through a major, massive glow up where you're going to feel attractive, you will look attractive, you will be extra photogenic, and this is going to last all of August. And don't worry if you're like, oh no, after August, is this going to go away? No, keep doing what you are doing in August, whether that is an exercise regime or a certain makeup look, because it is working for you and you look amazing. So another thing that we can see from this is in August, there's going to be a natural talent revealed to you where you're going to know what your natural gifts and talents are by what people say to you. That is a form of a compliment. So in August, really keep your ears open for the compliments people are giving you, because these compliments are showing you what your natural talents are. And this is going to be the major theme of your August, where the universe wants you to keep your ears open for the compliments you are getting, because they are meant to reveal to you what your strengths are. So maybe before we sometimes have a tendency when people give us compliments to go, oh, whatever, or kind of just ignore it. But in August, really be vigilant and keep your ears open for compliments, because they will reveal to you a natural skill and talent or asset that you were born with, and believe them when they say that, because with this astrological transit, these talents will be revealed to you. This is also going to be a time when you're finally going to master self-love, not just because of how amazing you're going to look in August, but because you're going to finally see what other people see in you. You're finally going to see why you're amazing. You are going to see that for yourself instead of not being able to see yourself objectively. You're finally going to be able to see why you are amazing and why people love you. It's going to be made apparent to you. Now, your lucky days are going to be Tuesdays and Fridays. However, I will tell you, up until August 15th, you might need some more extra sleep than normal, and that is okay. So up until August 15th, you might be a little more lethargic. You might need a little more sleep. Give yourself that permission to take it easy, because after August 15th, you're going to be filled with vitality and energy and motivation. And also your partner or other people are going to find you sexier than ever, and you're really going to notice that. Now, I do want to tell you that up until August 15th, your intuition is also going to be off the charts good. So listen to your intuition, because your intuition until August 15th will be at its prime and its highest point, and you will likely also be having a lot of prophetic dreams or a lot of crazy dreams. So be sure to really look at that dream Bible and interpret what those dreams mean. And you might even have a lot of people visit you on the astral realm through your dreams. So really look out for those too, because remember, when we dream about other people, we are absolutely psychically connected, and it can reveal a lot about our relationship with them. So I'm going to go ahead and move on to the next. Hi, this is for Libra, rising and moon in tropical astrology. We are going to see what August is going to bring you based on astrology. So August is going to have a very heavy Saturn influence because August is the 8th month, and the numerology of August is going to be the North Node. So in August, a lot of you are going to be learning a lot. You are going to be finding the right books, or if you're not finding the right books, you're just going to be learning faster than ever. You're just going to pick things up very quickly because the North Node is in your 9th house of education, higher learning, wisdom, and intelligence. And the North Node is amping all of those things up. So you are learning quicker than ever, you are sharper than ever, and you're just appearing more confident when it comes to your wisdom and intellect. And if you guys are in school, you are going to be doing amazing in school. And even if you're not in school, just any ways in which you are learning, such as reading or developing your wisdom, you're going to learn extremely fast and you are going to pick things up fast. The right book is just going to fall in your lap. You're going to read the right article and expand your mind in a huge way that allows you to glow up because your mind is going to be so beautiful due to your increased intelligence. And also, this is going to be a time where starting August 9th, your appearance is going to go through a major glow up. A lot of you have difficulty seeing just how beautiful you are. You guys, Libra, have a tendency to be very hard on yourselves when it comes to your personal appearance. You guys, I've seen you guys be the hardest on yourselves, very perfectionistic, very hard on your appearance, but you're not going to have to worry about that starting August 9th when Venus enters that first house. You are going to be blessed with Venetian beauty. You are going to look more beautiful or more attractive or more handsome than ever. And even though you might not feel that, everybody else around you is going to be thinking, wow, that person, they are attractive, they have grown up. So August is your time to shine because you will be going through a personal glow up where you will look beautiful even though you have a hard time seeing it for yourself. Now, up until August 15th, there's also going to be a huge emphasis on finding your soul group and finding your soul family. You know, by August 15th, you are going to meet your tribe, or you're going to be bonding so much with the friends that are already in your life. And also, your animal totem for August is going to be the wolf. So you're going to see wolves a lot on printed shirts or on merchandise, or you might see wolves a lot, you know, as a sign everywhere you go. And that's because this is a sign that you are around your soul family, or you are about to meet your soul family. This is all about, you know, beautiful friendship relationships coming into your life until August 15th. So after August 15th, this might be a time where a lot of you might feel a little bit introverted, and that is okay. So after August 15th, after all the socializing, you might need some time to recharge and be by yourself and really dive into spirituality. August for you is also going to be a major time where you're really getting into meditation, spirituality, reading about religion, getting very much close to God, or getting very much into a chosen religion or spirituality, really reaching enlightenment in August, honestly, is what I'm seeing. And also because the North Node is in your 9th house of travel, this might be a time where you plan to go overseas, or you plan some sort of trip, and it is going to go beautifully for you. And this is also going to be a time, if you're in school, that your teachers or whoever you see as your teacher or religious figure is really favoring you and really giving you special attention and really admiring your work or how much you have been learning. Now, Saturn is also going retrograde in your 5th house in August, and August, like I said, is going to have a heavy Saturn influence. So this might be a time where an old passion, an old hobby might come back into your life in August. It could be something you used used to enjoy doing, that you used to enjoy working on, and now you're going to re-pick up that project or re-pick up that hobby that you have forgot about because it's re-sparking your interest again. So in August, expect to start up a project you have put on the sidelines and forgot about, or an old hobby or passion that you have put off to the side. That passion for it is going to be reignited. Now, the fifth house is also children. So though for those of you who have children, this could be a time where your relationship with your children are kind of revisited or revamped, or something might happen with your children that reinvents your relationship with them. So that is what I have for you. I hope that was helpful. I'm going to move on to the next. Hi, Scorpio, rising and moon in tropical astrology. What is August going to bring you? Well, August is going to be a Saturn month because it is the 8th month, and it is going to be the numerology of the North Node. So the North Node and Saturn is in your 8th house and 4th house. Now, the North Node in your 8th house means that in August you are going to be feeling very sexy. And I can't say a lot on YouTube, but I will say if you are in a relationship, you know what life is about to get very hot and very heavy, because the 8th house relates to intimacy. And since it is going to be a North Node month and the North Node is in your 8th house, your intimacy or your intimate life is about to get very hot and heavy. I promise. It is going to be a lot. Now, Saturn is going retrograde in your 4th house, which means that in August there is going to be a lot of changes or a lot of reinvention happening in your 4th house of family. So there's going to be some big family changes, home life changes. You might be looking to change where it is that you are living or where your home is, or there could just be a lot of changes happening within your home and family unit. Now, the 4th house is also the house of mother. So for those of you who still have your mother in your lives, there could be a reinvention in your relationship with your mother. But one thing is for sure, Scorpio, in the month of August, your sex life, I don't know if I'm allowed to say that, is going to be hot and heavy. And if you don't have anyone in your life, I will say that you will be feeling extra attractive and have extra sex appeal. Now, it's not so much like the Virgos before us. For Virgos, it was more of an intellectual and aesthetic glow up. You're going to be feeling very attractive and more sexy rather than attractive, if that makes sense. Like, you're going to be feeling more, just a lot more sexy and a lot more alluring. You are going to master the art of seduction, I will tell you that. And this is going to be a time where a lot of people are going to be attracted to you in that way as well. Now, Scorpio, I did have an additional message. You were one of the lucky signs I did draw tarot for, because I just felt like there was an extra message for your August. And one message I heavily got for you is, Scorpio, you might feel like you're in the middle of a vision quest where manifesting happiness for yourself is very hard. You might feel like it is hard for you to achieve happiness or achieve fulfillment. There always seems to be something missing. It's like you're on this desert quest trying to search for water, which is emotional fulfillment. And the tarot that I heard for you is you are in August manifesting the pathway to finally attracting the happiness that you so much desire. Okay, so I know you guys are having a hard time feeling emotionally fulfilled. You might feel a little emotionally dead inside. I have been there. I have been there, trust me. But in August, I am seeing through the tarot, you are manifesting for yourself the pathway to happiness. You're finally going to see the light at the end of the tunnel and how it is that you can be happy in this life, when before there was no light at the end of the tunnel. You weren't sure this was ever going to end. In August, you are finally going to see that light, and you are finally going to be manifesting for yourself the the pathway to happiness where before there was no pathway. So hang in there, guys. Now I'm going to go on to the next. Sagittarius, rising and moon in tropical astrology. This is what August has in store for you. And by the way, I love Sagittariuses, not because I'm a Sagittarius or anything, but you guys really are one of the most smartest of the zodiac sign. That was proper English. But up until August 15th, Saturn is going retrograde in your 3rd house, and it is going to be opposition the sun in your 9th house. Now, August is going to be a heavy Saturn month because August is the 8th month. A lot of you with this opposition of Saturn and Sun might feel like quitting something that you are studying and that you are learning because you do not feel that you are good enough and you're being highly perfectionistic on yourself. But the message that we can see from this astrology is do not give up on what it is that you are studying. It is normal to make mistakes, and comparisons are never going to do you any good. You are blossoming beautifully at whatever it is that you are learning and studying. Don't give up. You are following something that is a part of your path, and the only reason I'm seeing that you may want to quit is because you are comparing yourself to somebody else, or you are doubting yourself, and your subconscious is trying to sabotage you from really mastering something that would make you feel very accomplished if you were to complete it. So up until August 15th, everybody is going to be having a little bit of a rough time because Saturn, which is the enemy of the sun, is going to be opposition to each other, making a strong aspect. So up until August 15th, don't feel discouraged. Keep going, keep learning, keep developing that skill or that craft, keep going. You're doing a good job. You are just being hard on yourself. Don't compare your progress to anybody else. You are doing a great job. It is just the transits. So keep going even when the times get tough. Now, I'm also seeing that some of your friends may reveal themselves to you as some of your enemies might be posing as your friends, okay? We can see this with your 12th house ruler, which is going to be in your 11th house. So this really means that, if someone is to cut you down, what they are doing is they are unknowingly putting black magic on you. And I don't know if you guys have ever read the book, The Four Agreements, but I highly recommend that book. And just to summarize, the Four Agreements says that when somebody puts you down or cuts you down, like, I had an ex tell me, why do you act like a pretty girl? You're not a pretty girl, you're ugly. And I took that agreement, and that was a part of my belief system for such a long time. I literally believed that I was ugly, which is so crazy. And that's what black magic is, when someone insults you or cuts you down and you believe them, whether they do it knowingly or not. So if one of your friends cuts you down and makes you feel less than about yourself, I want you to know that this friend is maybe they are going through their own insecurities. Maybe they don't realize that they're doing it, but they are putting black magic on you, and their belief about you is not correct. They are letting it out on you because actually this person is jealous of your blossoming gifts and your blossoming potential, and they feel that they will never reach the potential in which you reach. So they're feeling insecure and wanting to cut you down. So if one of your friends or somebody cuts you down and makes you feel bad, be sure to tell yourself, I do not accept this agreement, I do not accept this black magic, and ignore their opinion because they are feeling insecure and just projecting onto you. And keep going and doing what you are doing because you are growing more than you think in this passion or this hobby or this field of study, and it is absolutely a part of your path. And don't let other people's opinions or your harsh harsh opinions keep you from your path in August. Now in August, you are going to be shining brightly in terms of your career. So you can expect career advancements starting about August 15th. And also you're going to have more clarity than ever starting August 7th. So you are going to have a lot of improved communication, clarity of mind starting August 7th, and starting August 15th, you will really be shining and feeling powerful and getting raises and promotions in your career. This is a wonderful month for career, specifically for you around August 15th. Now, since Saturn is going retrograde in that third house, there may, if you have younger siblings, there might be a reinvention in your relationship with your younger sibling. So watch out for that as well. But all in all, a very blessed month for your career. Now, in regards to love for you, Sagittarius, rising and moon and tropical, I do feel that some of you might have a love connection because the numerology of the month of August is the North Node, and the North Node is in your 7th house of partnerships. So I do see you do have a love connection around you, Sagittarius, but in August, you're not even going to be interested in this love connection, although I do see that this love connection does have an abundance of feelings for you. Whoever's coming into your life in August, they have a lot of love to give you. They want to offer you love and commitment, but you're not even going to be interested because you're going to be busy making your dreams come true. So you might be like, this is a little too much, a little too late. I am focusing on making my career happen, but you know, just be warned that there is a love relationship around you in August with someone who has a lot of feelings for you. So that is your prediction. I hope you enjoyed, and I will see you later. Capricorn, rising and moon, and tropical astrology. What is it that you can expect in August? Well, I am about to inform you. So what I heard for you is the end of sadness, the end of death. You know, up until August 15th, and maybe even parts of July, you were just so tired. You were feeling tired. You were taking time to recharge. Some of you were even struggling with a little bit of depression or a lack of faith, feeling a little or a lot down. But in August, that is going to change, specifically August 15th. If you're wondering, when is the end of this darkness? When am I going to start feeling alive again? When am I going to start having faith? When am I going to start feeling happy and good again? I'll tell you that exact date, and that is going to be August 15th when the sun enters your 9th house. Because honey, no wonder why you were going through a difficult time. The sun was in your 8th house. Okay, you might have been feeling really lethargic for some of July and the beginning of August. Do not feel guilty for needing to take a rest, for needing to sleep, and maybe dealing with some issues in bed with a box of chocolate. It is okay, because starting August 15th, I'm hearing you're going to be raised from the dead, and that enthusiasm you've had for your life purpose is going to come back. That enthusiasm you have for life will come back, and that faith will be restored, and you will be releasing sadness by August 15th. So just hang in there. And if you are feeling a little sleepy or a little depressed, just know it's the transits. Take this time to journal and do some shadow work. And right now, you're really being tested in faith, because when you see these amazing things entering your life August 15th, you're going to feel silly for not believing that good things could happen again. So starting August 15th, your life is going to do nothing but go up, and this is when your luck is going to change. Good luck is going to start coming into your life, because the 9th house is about luck and serendipity. So if you're like, when is luck going to shine its beautiful face in my direction, it will improve August 15th, and the rest of August will be blessed for you. So just take this time to take it easy and maybe focus on your private life and doing that shadow work, because the rest of August is going to be beautiful. And remember, the more that you keep the faith and just know good things are coming, the bigger the blessings are going to be starting at the second half of August. I hope that was helpful. and I will see you later. Hi, Aquarius, rising and moon in tropical astrology. What is August going to bring you? Well, first of all, Aquarius, you have gotten extremely in control of your emotions. You have been learning the value of not reacting in situations and learning how to keep cool and keep calm in emotional situations, and you are doing a fantastic job. You are really getting a hold of those emotions and learning how to handle them in a very responsible and healthy way. And this is because Saturn has been transiting your moon if you're an Aquarius moon. And also in August is going to be a heavily Saturn month because August is the 8th month and Saturn is going retrograde right over that moon or in your first house, which means that in August you're really going to see how much you have grown, how much you have matured mentally, emotionally, and spiritually. And that is something that you should be extremely proud of because your mind is becoming more disciplined, your mind is becoming more practical, and your mind is learning how to handle those emotions in a very mature way, and you are doing a fantastic job. Seriously, the universe sent me to tell you you are doing an amazing job. Even after all of the trials and tribulations that you have been going through, you have come out like a champion. Now in August, the numerology of August is also going to be the North Node, and the North Node is going to be in your 5th house of creativity and children, which means that in August you are going to be feeling extremely creative. I will tell you this, the spark of creativity that you have always have is really going to come out of you, and you are really going to be finding your own personal style. You are going to be very self-expressive and feeling more creative than ever. This might even come with a change of personal appearance or a change in the way that you express yourself when it comes to your appearance, clothing, and hair. So one thing you can expect in August is going to be personal creativity will be at an all-time high because it is the numerology of the North Node in your 5th house. You are going to be more expressive than ever, which means this might come with a change of appearance in your hair and clothing with Saturn going retrograde in that 1st house in August, and August being a Saturn month. And also if you have children, there is going to be an emphasis on your relationship with your children. Now you are going to be seeing a lot of thunder and lightning in August. You are going to be seeing lightning bolts or thunder on clothing or on merchandise or outside in nature. You are seeing this because this is a sign that great changes are about to take place in your life, and we can see this with all of the planets transiting your 8th house. Now the planets are transitioning the 8th house of transformation in your chart, and we know it's going to be positive transformation because it is transitioning a section of astrology known as gifts from your ancestors. So in August, positive transformation will be occurring in your life after a period of maybe feeling in the dark, not knowing where things are going. Finally, there's going to be a change brewing in your life. And what we can also see in August is that there will likely be a lot of planning when it comes to future trips. I also see that you will be sitting down and planning some sort of special trip coming up, and this special trip that you plan is going to be very blessed for you. So travel or travel planning is definitely in the cards for August and highly encouraged. So that's all we have. Let's move on to the next. Pisces in tropical astrology, rising and moon. What is August going to bring you? Well, firstly, Pisces, I want to tell you, stop being so hard on yourself, okay? A lot of you, and you know, I always put tarot with astrology because, as us witches know and as us intuitive knows, tarot matches the vibration of the stars in the sky. And I did see from your tarot, because I did draw some cards for you, that a lot of you are feeling frustrated because you're having a hard time seeing where your life is going. You're having a hard time focusing as well. And I see that because in your tarot, we have two blindfolded cards, the Eight of Swords and Two of Swords, which means mental confusion, not really seeing where your life is going, having a hard time focusing and communicating. And I also see that because in these two cards as well, her eyes are covered and closed. And listen, the only reason you're feeling this way is because your first house ruler, Jupiter, is going retrograde. Of course you're going to have a hard time focusing. Of course you're going to have a hard time seeing what the future holds because you're meant to go inward. And that is just the cycle of life. And guys, as a Gemini rising, my first house ruler, Mercury, goes retrograde every few months. Now you know how I feel every Mercury retrograde, but luckily, since your first house ruler is ruled by a bigger planet that only goes retrograde once a year, all you have to do is get past it and the cycle is going to continue forward for you. I know, trust me, as a Mercury rising, I know how frustrating it is when your planet goes backwards. You have a hard time focusing. You have a hard time feeling sure about yourself and seeing where everything is going. That's just the cycle. And that's why I love astrology, because astrology shows us the cycles of life. Because like I was saying in the beginning of the video, life is like a tide. Sometimes we're going to have a lot of energy and know our purpose and feel motivated and be crashing forward, but then sometimes it's time to pull back. And for you Pisces, it's just time to pull back. That's really all it is. And when Jupiter goes back direct again in October, you're going to be seeing where all of this is heading. You might be freaked out right now because you're like, I have no idea where my life is heading. I am really scared. You know, all of the foundations I built for myself, they seem to be crumbling down. There doesn't seem to be any certainty. I'm really getting frustrated and scared with my life. There's no need to worry. This is just because right now the energies are promoting focusing on your inner life, your inner happiness, and creating a home for yourself, because August is going to be numerology wise the month of the North Node, and the North Node is in your fourth house. So August is going to be the prime time to focus on your home, decorating your home, giving yourself a safe space with firm roots in which you can rest and feel at peace, and also just have a good time with your family and focus on your inner world and happiness. And don't worry so much if you're feeling lost and directionless. It's just the cycle for you to focus on your inner life and your home and your family, and direction and clarity, and the aha moments will come when Jupiter and Saturn go direct for you in October. So take August as this time where you are going to just be, if you allow yourself to be happy at home and with your family and with your loved ones, it's going to be a great month. Just try to take it easy and try to relax. When Mercury goes retrograde, I focus on not so much, trying to get a bunch of tasks done and be perfectionistic and hard on myself. I see Mercury retrograde is coming. I go travel, hang out with my friends and family, because I know this brain is not going to be working. So just know the reason why you're feeling this way is your first house ruler is going retrograde, and it will, end in October. But August, there's going to be a lot of blessings happening in your home and private life. We can definitely see that. And I am sending you all my love, and I really know you guys are going to get through this and things are going to be better. Just don't put so much of an expectation on yourself to focus and get so much done, because your first house ruler needs time to heal. This is a time of healing and focusing on your inner life. I hope that was helpful. Thank you so much for watching, and I will see you later.